video, I'm going to call it part 2 of my channel. I want to bring you guys some information. This information is for those of you who have stopped being paranoid, stopped being frantic, stopped being controlled by these external distractions, and are ready to take actions to fight back. I don't know how you guys feel, okay? But at this point, I feel like, yo, I don't even want to work with these people, whoever they are. I just want to make money, okay? So if there's any of you out there that share that same passion with me, you know, I'm pretty sure you're creative, otherwise they wouldn't be messing with you. So take that into consideration and know that you can detach from that mindset where we're nothing unless we're working for somebody else's company. I'll explain this to you. When I first started feeling targeted or blacklisted, I'm going to use the word blacklisted in this video. I mean, of course, I've never experienced anything like that. People usually like me. They gravitate to me. I get compliment for my hard work, for my creativity, for my resourcefulness. So when this started happening, it was a shock to me, and I already shared with you guys my emotions about it, what state of mind it had me in, what's the internal state it had me in. I felt like a little girl being picked on by mean girls at school, elementary school, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, you already know the story. If you don't know the story and you're still in the state of mind where you're frantic, okay, you cannot make smart decisions, all right, and take smart actions. And if you're not rational, you have to make rational decisions, okay, logical decisions. You cannot make emotional decisions. In our personal life, when we are emotional, we do the stupidest things that 2 seconds later we regret doing it. Sometimes you pack your shit up and you move out and you didn't mean to do that. You were just feeling feelings, okay, and now you gotta figure out how you come back home. Other times, you know, you just react and you might, you know, strike somebody, or you might do something that, why did I do that? It just causes you even more trouble than you had, you know, before you started. So from this point on, these following videos is for those of you who have come to a calm state, who have gathered yourself, you've gotten yourself spiritually aligned, and are like, now you're like, you know what, even if it doesn't work for me, I'm fixing this system so that it doesn't affect other people, because the way they did it to me was too freaking easy. All right. So first, I'm just going to get out the way in case you guys don't want to hang around for the whole video. I want to tell you one of the first things that you can do, okay? And the reason I'm doing this first one, which is an IP address blacklist check, is because I have sent my resume in the past, 4 or 5 years, to a lot of jobs that match my qualifications, okay, and I've gotten no replies, no callbacks, no interviews, no nothing. The only jobs that I get called back for are jobs that are not even anywhere close to my qualifications, like fast food, like part-time doing something absolutely warehouse, things that have nothing to do with what I've done in the past, okay? So you check this. It's called the IP address blacklist check. In there, you will see, once you go to that website, you'll see like your IP address, and then it'll say check my IP. And you can check to see if your IP address is blacklisted by any of these websites, okay? I don't know what the websites are. You're going to have to find out. But if it's check green, that means you're not blacklisted on that whatever link. And if it's red with an exclamation mark, it means that your name has been blacklisted. Your IP address. My IP address is blacklisted in 1, 2, 3, at least 3 of them. I don't know how real this website is. It's information that was given to me. and I really got to read through it, but as I get it, I'm going to bring it to you guys. The next thing you can do is you can go to the National Background, you could go to nationalbackgroundcheck.com, which is National Background Check Incorporated, to check your FBI file. And the first page, I think it's a PDF. The first page will say FBI channeling submission instructions. Read the whole thing and take it from there. Remember, you're doing this to stop, to participate in against this. Don't have expectations, because then you're not going to perform like a professional. You have to use a diplomatic mindset. You're fighting for a cause, okay? Now, I'm fighting so as soon as I work this out, I'm going to get a job and it's all going to go away. That's still being irrational. Sorry for stuttering. Just woke up about 15 minutes ago. Let's see what else we have here. Now, I went to this website. It is nolo.com, NOLO.com. And basically what they tell you, blacklisted after a job, detecting blacklisting, state laws on blacklisting, and then they give you a list of states and the rules on I guess employment laws. The state that I'm in is North Carolina, and they talk about, let's see here, I'm going to read more than one state. So North Carolina is preventing or attempting to prevent by word or writing of any kind a discharge, and then it says a discharged employee from obtaining other employment. North Dakota says maliciously interfering or in any way hindering a person from obtaining or continuing other employment. Oklahoma states blacklisting or causing an employee to be blacklisted. Publishing or causing employee's name to be published with the intent to prevent the employee from getting work, requiring employee to write a letter of resignation with the intent to prevent or hinder other employment. Alright, so I'm going to read New York, okay, because I kind of like New York, because in some states you can't even be part of a union without being, blacklisted or judged. They don't want evolution to happen. In New York, the state of New York, making, maintaining, distributing, or circulating a blacklist to prevent an employee from obtaining or continuing employment because employee exercise right to organize, unionize, or bargain collectively. And then it also says information any person of an individual membership in a labor organization or exercise of protected labor rights in order to prevent them from obtaining or retaining employment. Advice that they give you on this, on this website is to seek legal help, and if you can't afford it, there's you can get a legal aid. Let's see what else. Here I was looking at LinkedIn, and there was an article about this person. The title of the article is Employer Unfairly Blacklisted an Employee. Here's what happened. And I kind of read through it, skimmed through it. Here's the article. She was responsible, along with others, for a project at her company where her manager repeatedly acted highly inappropriate in front of a lot of people. A number of complaints were submitted to her, and she was heavily pressured to go to the head of the company to share these concerns. Instead of supporting her, the CEO, who was good friends with the manager, decided to do nothing. However, he did tell the manager what was brought up to his attention. This created a tension that resulted in the manager restructuring his department and eliminating that woman's job. It was agreed she signed that separation document, stating that the nature of what went down leading up to her departure was not to be spoken, not be spoken by either side. In theory, the document was supposed to protect both sides from slander. However, 2 years later, in spite of multiple interviews, she can't get hired. She finally did some digging and found out the former employer had blacklisted her. In essence, when potential employers tried to do reference check, they threw her under the bus and claimed she was a poor employee and other stuff. Horrified, she contacted me and asked what to do. In case you're wondering, here's my advice. I guess this is an advice from an attorney. It says, step one is send a cease and desist letter to your former employer. Otherwise, you'll be taking legal actions. And you can find online companies that specialize in these type of things. It also says get help telling your side of the story, meaning that you can get like some type of attorney or somebody that can write you a legal letter if you're sending it to a company. For example, if you are scheduled for an interview or you seem the job seemed promising and for some reason they want to ask you now what happened at your past employment or want to discuss what's on this blacklist, whatever. And she gives example of how to write a letter, accepting some of the responsibility as well as, stating that this is supposed to be a closed situation and they broke their word on keeping it privately and not necessarily bash the company because that always looks bad on you. For those of you out there who have had this happen to you, I encourage you to get help. Sometimes bad things happen to good people. This is from the article, okay? You shouldn't go at it alone. Seek resources to help you fight back the right way. Don't wait too long. The article I just read, the woman from the article, could have been helped a lot sooner if she had sought the right advice. The reason why I think people don't seek legal help right away is because they think it's just an isolated incident. I'm sure a lot of you can would agree with this. Another thing is like you really don't want no problems. You don't want any more problems, so you don't seek the legal. You don't go the legal way because you think that's gonna bring you more trouble. And also, a lot of you, it depends on the cities that you live in. Like if you live in a small city where everyone is a cousin and having babies with each other. I'm starting shit. Or that, the judge might be related to the lawyer and to the cop and to the people in the holding cells and in the system and some of the prisoners. And the only thing they care about is being friends with each other. Everybody's doing it. You know what I mean. I like to be detailed and specific instead of using like sophisticated words because they can mean anything. I live in a city like that. They don't really care about being sued because they're all related, so they're going to cover for one another. So I got to get out of here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anyway, these are some of the things that I just want to bring you guys today. But first, you wonder, oh, now she's talking about taking legal actions. Because I know some of you sound like me when I first started this. You cannot think straight when you're freaking out, right? You don't know why somebody would do this to you. You don't know who's doing it. You don't know why it was such a big deal. You haven't done nothing that horrible. How can these people easily be influenced by just wording? And I'm really curious to say, what is it that they're saying about me? You understand? So you listen, if you don't have a job, even better, because now you can do a lot of footwork or driving, whatever. Go find out everything you can. Think like I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie Aaron Brockovich. That movie was super interesting. But become your own investigator and don't just focus on yourself. That's a good thing. There's a reason why you were picked as a soldier, because you have the strength and you have what it takes. I know I do. And do homework. And don't worry, because things are going to get better. Once you get your mind and your spirit in the right place, pointing in the right direction, and not all over the place because you're frantic and you feel like there's nothing you can do about it and they just got you by the balls. No, there's no one that powerful. Think about this, right? Let's say they did manage to blacklist you and talk crap about you with somebody that's a big time community leader. Okay, they were able to impact that person by the story they told about you, which of course are lies, right? And now you're seeing this politician, whomever it is, the sheriff office, whomever it is, you are seeing them as evil, just like the sociopath that did that to you. All right. There are a couple of things I want to mention about that. First of all, there's no way everyone that works in that department is a goddamn demon. All right. They're just going by what they're told to do, and they're going by what they were told. All right, so see if you can personally reach some of these people, like not on the phone, not on your cell phone, because you know your phone is probably easily tracked. Okay, see if you can find out who they are, what they look like, read what you have to read, act like a grown-up, do your homework, and get to work. That's number one, all right? Number two, all right, the person that puts you in this situation might have said so many horrible things because at that time them themselves were irrational and emotional, weak asses, right? And now they can't get you out, so they just letting it be because it's not affecting them. All right, and this is just circulating. I'm gonna tell you why. Every job that I go to, right, they hire me, they're happy, they're ready to work with me. We go, we have a team, we're doing just fine, no problem. Because the jobs, they hire me on the spot. They hire me the first day they see me. They hire me on the spot. That's why I was saying in some videos that it looked like a setup, because why they hiring me so fast? Because I'm fabulous. That's why they hiring me so fast. So once they start like running the background checks and all that stuff, that's when they start looking at whatever it is on my record. And that's when they start acting funny. And yeah, listen, I could go on forever. But my mind, what they cannot have anymore, they can't have my mind. They can't have my spirit anymore. They can't knock me off my equilibrium anymore, because I won't let them, because I got myself right. See, they were only able to do it at first. It's because I had some things I had to heal from, right? Some sensitivities. And once I got that on check, now they don't own me, but they do still are controlling my ability to make, to be able to support myself financially, so I got to take care of that part. All right, and I don't have any expectations. Hopefully it turns out well, whatever that means. But if it doesn't work for me, it's going to work for another person. But the shit got to stop somewhere, right? And listen, there's enough people running around making videos. They got thousands of subscribers. Don't be, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do, okay? But I just don't see how just making videos that's helping. Find out who your city officials are. I know they probably get tons of letters, so they're all annoying to them, but you never know if they're going to read your letter, or maybe you can just run into them at a restaurant. Don't do nothing creepy. Okay, people, don't do nothing creepy. But if there's a will, there's a way, and I might be telling you coming up with simple ideas how you can do it. You might have creative ideas. And that's all I have to say for this video. Please comment and man, do what you have to do, and don't worry about what other people are telling you to look for. You have enough information. I mean, your information is in your life. You're going through it. So why the hell do you need to look for more information, or what else to be afraid of, or other colors, how they're desensitizing, sensitizing, making people extra sensitive. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. You have enough of that. You need solutions, okay? You don't need more problems. We need solutions. All right? All right, so talk to you guys next time. Bye.